If you look at a seed, you can see only the seed coat. Everything else, like cotyledons and the embryo, are inside the seed. If you break open a seed, you will be able to see a baby plant inside. Now let's look at how these baby plants come out of the seeds. That process is called germination. The process by which the baby plants come out of the seeds or grow out of the seeds is called germination. How does that happen? We already saw that the embryo is inside the seed, which is nourished by the food that comes from the cotyledons. When the embryo grows a little bit, the seed coat breaks open and the radicle first grows into the root, followed by the plumule that will grow into the shoot. That's the little plant that you see above the ground, those cute little plants. And when the shoot grows out, the leaves also start growing on them. Leaves, as you know, are the food producing factories of a plant. Food is produced in the leaves. So when the leaves are there to do the job, the cotyledons are not needed anymore. So they dry out and fall to the ground. When the seeds fall very close to the big plants or the parent plant, it is not very good for them to grow because they may not get enough space or air or water. For the seeds to grow properly, 3 things are very essential for them: air, water, and warmth. Now, water is very important. That's why we water the seeds after we plant them, right? Water softens the seed coat. It also makes the food in the cotyledons soluble so that the embryo can use it. Like I said, when the seeds fall next to the plant, it might be difficult for it to grow into new plants. So the plants have devised methods wherein all these seeds are dispersed away from it. That is called seed dispersion. The process by which the seeds get scattered away from the parent plants so that they can grow into good new plants is called seed dispersion. There are various things that help in seed dispersion. They are called agents of seed dispersion. They are wind, water, animals, and seed explosion. Let's look at each of them. Wind. When wind is responsible to disperse the seeds have to be small and light. Examples will be dandelions or swan plant. So these plants have light seeds which can be carried away by the winds and dispersed away from the parent plant. In this case, a lot of seeds will be produced by the plant because the chances of the wind actually dropping the seeds on the soil so that it can grow into a new plant are not very great. So the seeds are very large in number. Now let's look at water. Some plants like lotus, water lily, even coconut and mangroves have water to disperse their seeds. Animals are also good agents of seed dispersion. The birds would eat the flesh part of the fruits and leave the seeds. They disperse the seeds. Sometimes some birds eat the fruit and the seeds. And how do they disperse the seeds? Through their droppings. And some animals carry on their fur some seeds or fruits that are spiky in nature. Sometimes some seeds or fruits stick to our clothes as well. So we also become agents. Now, this summer you must have had a lot of mangoes. After the mangoes, do we eat the seeds? No, we throw them away. We are dispersing the seed of the mango. There is another way in which seeds get dispersed in some plants, and that is seed explosion. Have you noticed the seeds of a balsam plant? They have these dried seed pods which split open and explode when they are ripe, and the seeds get scattered or dispersed. So we looked at different ways of dispersal of seeds by wind, water, animals, and seed explosion. All these different things that we learned today are given in Unit 5 of EVS, the life-giving seed. Please go through them. There are specific examples of plants that are given there. Please look around you and try and find those plants. Happy learning!